Hello everyone, this is Dawn. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's the third Friday of the month, so that means it's time for another collaboration with Crafty Concepts with Erin's team. And since we are finished with Make It From Your Heart Volume 6, we're going to switch gears and do something new. So for this month, we are choosing a new product. So this will be a product that's from the new catalog or a new online exclusives product, and they are all available May 6th. Okay, so I have chosen an online exclusive product. This paper collection is called Floral Impressions, and it's got some beautiful flowers, and then on the flip side are some small prints that your eye will see as solids. So they'll be really easy to work with for both scrapbook pages and cards. And then I'm going to work in some country woods. So yay, this collection is going to make a repeat for the next catalog. So the pictures I'm going to scrapbook are of my husband and I. We went up to Keystone for their Oktoberfest. And we've got some fun pictures. They've got this giant Adirondack chair, and so that's us in the chair. And then just some pictures of my husband. And on the way home, we stopped at the Continental Divide and took our picture up there. We've been there a million times, but just thought it would be fun to have a picture of us. And then this is a lanyard that you can see my husband's wearing in the photos. And we needed that to buy beer and other things. So he had to wear that. And I'm going to figure out a way to work that lanyard into my scrapbook layout. So I like this paper from Floral Impressions with the fern and the greenery. And then you might not be able to tell, but this other old olive piece has some fine striping on it. And then I'm not sure if I want my base to be Old Olive or Pool Party. So I pulled those two colors of cardstock, and then I'm going to work in that pecan pie country woods. So I went to my Cricut to look for some beer images, and then I also found this one that was Oktoberfest 2023 because that's when it was. So it's perfect. So I cut all of those out, and I'm going to work those in as embellishments on my layout. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm kind of feeling the old olive for my base, so we'll lay that out and just see what it looks like. And then I already have this strip of leftover country wood, so I'm kind of envisioning strips and then have some of that old olive peeking through in between. So then I thought I would use some of this pinstripe paper, but it looks just like the background paper, so I'm going to skip it. I'm going to save that for something else. So I'm just going to cut a piece at 4 inches. I can always trim it down just to see what it looks like and if it seems like the right proportions. And then that's where the lanyard ribbon is going to go. I'm just going to treat it like regular ribbon. And then I want another skinny piece. So let's go ahead and put this other one on the right side. And now I need to choose something. So I'm looking at the blue that's in the ribbon. Maybe some green. Nope, you know what I want to do? I'm going to try this. I'm going to add a 1/2 inch strip of the country woods and see what that looks like. Yes. Yeah, I think I like that. Okay, so let's do both sides. And now I'm going to lay my pictures out. So I created mats in black for all of my photos. And we'll go ahead and lay everything out. So for this picture of our feet, there's kind of some dead space on the picture, so I'm going to overlap it and kind of collage style. Then we'll go ahead and lay the other pictures out on the right page. So my large beer embellishment is going to go on that right page. So let's just see what that looks like. Maybe. So bring that embellishment in. Okay, so I decided to go back to my printer and print out a 4x6 of this picture of the two of us at the Continental Divide sign at Level and Pass. So it balances more between the larger pictures that are on the left side and then the pictures that are on the right side. So I'm just trimming up this lanyard. I just chopped it up. I chopped the hardware off of it and then cut it in half, and I'm going to wrap those ends around each side of the paper. And like I said, I'm just treating it like ribbon, so I'm going to put it down with some glue dots, and now we have everything adhered. Okay, so this set is called Nested Essentials, and it is making a repeat in the new catalog. So went ahead and cut the largest shape, and I think that's going to fit my title. So we'll go ahead and lay this out and make sure. And so the paper that I used was that pinstripe old olive. Okay, so we have that glued down, and I felt like it was kind of disappearing a little bit. So I'm just going to use black ink and a blending tool and just ink around the edges of both this one and the embellishment that's on the right page to kind of give it a black frame and lift it from the pattern paper and give it a little more definition. So just inking around the edges of this one. And then I did some strip journaling, and I thought I was going to put it under my title, but it's disappearing. I'm looking at that and thinking, nope, I think it'll go better down on that wood grain. So if you come to Colorado, anytime September through October, you will find a whole bunch of Oktoberfests. It's a beautiful time in the mountains, in the mountain towns, and lots of fun. So this set here, it's called Scenic Adventure, and it's also an online exclusive, and I love me my outdoor themed products, so I had to have this one. It has this really cool mountain scene that you can cut out, and it it cuts and embosses all of the details, and then you can create a snow cap out of the smaller one. And then it has a tree line, so I cut a couple layers there, and then it's got some trees. So I die cut a whole bunch in various greens that are part of the collection. This one, the dark green, is retired color, and forgive me, I can't remember what the name of it is. Some of you out there might know who've been with Stampin' Up for using Stampin' Up products for a while. So I've got everything layered up there. I'll glue everything down off screen, and then I'll create another cluster over here. Yeah, September, October is a beautiful time to be up in the mountains in Colorado. And there's also a good Oktoberfest in our little town as well. That's lots of fun. So yeah, any chance to be outside, listen to Oompa polka music and do the chicken dance and have a beer. Yeah, it's a good time. So over here, I'm going to create another cluster with those trees. And then, like I said, I'll glue everything down off screen. So I use wet glue for these small embellishments and lettering. With the precision glue press, it's easy to get a tiny fine bead. You could always cut these with some of the double-sided adhesive and try that as well. Okay, embellishments. These are the holographic resin dots, and I thought scattering a bunch of these all around would look kind of cool. So they kind of take on the colors of whatever is around them. So we'll scatter a bunch of those, and then I'll pull the layouts closer to the camera so you can take a closer look. And if you want to see even closer still pictures, I will have everything over on my Facebook page, and the URL is at the bottom of the screen. And hop on over there, give a follow, and you can look at close-up pictures. And also, in the description of this video, I will put a link to the playlist so that you can see all of the videos, including Erin's, for this topic. And then next month, we'll have another topic, and stay tuned because it's a surprise. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. I'd sure appreciate it. And then you'll be able to find all of my videos. And thanks for watching.